Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This is a team that may be out of the playoff chase at this point, but they're an organization with a ton of pride, and they'll be playing hard all the way to the final whistle of the final game, no matter where they are in the standings. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Lions. The weather outside in Detroit was down into single digits, but let's go inside to Ford Field as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that. Because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical. And that's what they did on the first play.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 97 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. First possession resulted in a punt. What does Mr. Davis predict for possession number 2?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they had down on their play sheet, because most teams start with that script, that so-called script, about things they want to do. Some of those plays are used to probe, and some of those plays are used to attack. I think they're going to try to attack on this possession.
All right, let's see what happens. Will they attack? On the defensive side of the ball, we're going to look at the starters for Tampa Bay. And, Charles, how about Vernon Hargreaves?
A pick they were excited to make, because in their division, they've got to have guys who can slow down some of the best receivers in the league. And Vernon Hargreaves fits that profile. Very sharp, very intelligent. He operates well on the corner.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And tough going there, as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Holding offense. A penalty is declined.
Here's Sam Martin now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Second down following the run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Yeah, they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they'll go on the ground. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
Good call.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
The Buccaneers defense making their way back out onto the field. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what they did. All right, forced them into a punt, turned it over to their offense, and guess what? Points went on the board.
Points went on the board, 3 of them. Now they'll be looking for another stop.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And some space here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Here we go now.
They'll drop the throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Aguayo on for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. We've got a 3rd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent, and that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff, so they decided they'd take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Tough day, tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We get a glance at the Buccaneer defense as they file into position. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense who said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. Give them 27 yards that time. And the Lions are going to have a first.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Lions.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll look to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete. Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now we get a look at the captain of this offense heading back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The point after now for Aguayo. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the defensive unit now for the Buccaneers onto the field. And they've got the lead. Last time they surrendered the field goal. We'll see what they do this go-around.
And giving up 3 is never ideal because any defense wants to pitch a shutout. But that's not a bad thing in most situations. You only give up field goals, your team has a chance to win.
Yeah, they still, as I said, they've got the lead here. We'll see if they can get a stop and hold them to 0 points this time. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Second down and 4.
Ringo. Let's go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Lions haven't been able to find the same rhythm they had a week ago. The Buccaneers are doing a good job keeping them off balance, and that's led to a lead for them at the half. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Martin's punting it away now, and he'll take this all the way for a touchdown. They strike first in the half. Moving now to late in the first. He'll break free of the pack, and this 2-play drive goes for a TD, cutting the deficit to 3. We go to the second quarter. Coverage breaks down here, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown, pushing the lead to 10. About halfway through the second, this run will go off the left side, and he'll take this 4 yards for the score. Buccaneers push the lead to 17. Now to late in the second. Pass coverage will break down here, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Bucs lead ballooning to 21. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Now let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. They go play action here on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Here we go now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here we go now. Line it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
All right, here we go. Back,
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, Any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Second down following the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third. They'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Aguayo on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. We're off to the 4th quarter here and back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Lions defense gearing up as they take the field. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
And that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Six yards to go here on second down.
Three down. Watch it now, buddy. No. Check. Patriots. Hurry up. Here we go. Green, 30.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this will be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense. Still second down.
Strong right, strong right. Watch the screen. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. And this week, as the numbers show, just not as crisp. I don't know what it is, arm strength or what, but just not the same as last week, right?
One of the things we noticed last week was the ability to look off defenders. You know, look in one direction to set them up, move them in that spot, and then come back in the opposite direction and hit open receivers. Today, what we're seeing is him just kind of locking on to people. Okay, here it is. I'm just going to throw it. Maybe he has just too much confidence in his arm. For whatever reason, not nearly as sharp or crisp as we saw in the game last week.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here we go now.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. He'll take it at the 42. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Plenty of credit to the defense for not giving up the first down, but offensive coaches will tell their receivers, you've got to know where the sticks are. Run your routes deep enough in order for us to pick that up.
And his kick is indeed good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding time. Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
Holding. Defense.
And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
1st and goal from the 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Here we go now. Green.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. So here come the Lions now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Let's go! 3-19!
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got time in the pocket. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
He'll look to throw, and he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, just 1 yard to go. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him. Let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And the Buccaneers, now the ball comes loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 on the gain there. And it'll be first down, Detroit. Back to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15 he goes. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions defense now back onto the field. And this is an afternoon that they're going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And that's going to be hard for them to do because it's tough to go watch film. And so someone's going to point out all the errors, but you're exactly right. Can they set?
It got his man complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he finds a man on a crossing route. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. And quickly they get to the line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over.
Automatic first down.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goalpost.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
So we had action to the